Alright, everybody. I am back, and I have finished the Broken Shore stuff, as you can see here. Turns out once you've done it a number of times, you can crank it out pretty quickly. Except for the go to a Legion Fall mission, which you then have to go back and wait for that to finish on your Class Hall mission board. But, you know, once that, I mean, and also, you know, the whole, I gotta wait for a Legion Assault to happen, so. But, as you can see, it's all done, so now I can finally get my Shaman-only mount. Oh, I've been waiting for this. I've been eagerly waiting for this.
Arcanon
Farseer. Consular Celestos has requested your presence back at the Maelstrom. Please see him at your earliest convenience.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Back to the Maelstrom. You know what's fitting about me using this mount at the moment is that as of the time of this recording, the audiobook for Arthas: Rise of the Lich King has finally come out. I always heard about that was a really, really good book, but I never got it, never read it, and these days I feel like I enjoy the audiobooks more than regular books. I always had a difficult time actually, reading and kind of keeping track. I prefer to actually just listen to it. So the fact that that they finally came out with the audiobook, which Christy Golden herself is narrating, I'm starting to listen to it. So yeah. Just kind of want to throw that out there in case some of you don't know about that. And from what I've heard, it's really good. So I would recommend it. All right, let's see. Where is he? Ah, over here. But of course, I've been very eagerly awaiting this. Oh, this is new. Oh, it's Grim Totem. Challenge and defeat the Grim Totem champion who is raiding your supplies. What? These supplies for the Earthen Ring have not been processed yet. It looks like someone has been rummaging through them and looting whatever can be carried. You have reasons to suspect the Grim Totem tribe on account of the fact that one of their champions is nearby, visibly pilfering your stuff. Let's do this. Hey! You, the one they call Farseer. So this Earthen Ring answers to you now, is that right? Well, we are the Grim Totem. My tribe has been speaking to the elements for 100 generations. By what right do you claim this sacred space as your own? The resources that you hoard here are ours as much as anyone's. By orders of Elder Crone Magatha, I am taking our share. Your people are owed nothing. I challenge you to combat! Do this. More like a hoop of fools. Oh, you're going down. Behold! Enough! I yield! I yield! Curse you, Shaman, and that weapon of yours! Ha ha! The Doom Hammer! Without it, the Grim Totem would have been victorious. Take your lousy supplies, but we will be back. You do know that she's right over there, right? Alright. Create a armor enhancement for your champion. Let's go with this. Five levels, okay. Boom. There you go, Rhaegar. 895. Alright, now that is out of the way, now that we've dealt with that rubbish, Celestos, what do you have for me?
I am at your service.
Thank you for coming, Farseer. Thunderon has asked me to send you to the Throne of the Four Winds to assist him with a situation. Speak with me again when you are ready to leave. You'll get the Farseer's Raging Tempest.
Let the winds guide.
Send me to the Throne of the Four Winds. I still need to farm that for that mount. I still want to get the mounts for both Throne of the Four Winds, but also Vortex Pinnacle. Those two different Drake mounts that you can get. I haven't fully committed to farming those, because I'm focusing on Ashes of Alar right now. I'm at over 100 attempts now. Still hasn't dropped. Then I'll probably, when that eventually drops, then I'll probably focus my shift towards either Eye of Eternity to get the 2 mounts from Malagos, or to this raid with Alakir. Come on. But I know there's a couple of other ones. The dungeon ones are probably a little easier to farm since you can do them, I guess, every day as opposed to every week. Alright, here we are.
I'm grateful for your aid, Farseer. I have no doubt you will resolve this issue swiftly. The winds carry my will to the far corners of this plane, but even I cannot be everywhere at once. Here in Skywall, certain of my subjects have not fully grasped the totality of my ascension. They foolishly believe Sarsaroon to be the rightful heir to the throne. I need you to convince them otherwise.
So first I have to fix the throne of the
Good
Fire
luck,
Realms with
Farseer.
Smolderon.
I have faith you will not fail me.
And now I have to do so here in the Wind Realm for Thunderon. Man, at some point I expect Therazane and Neptulon to come to me and ask the same thing. Though at this point, who would challenge them? I mean, there was that whole situation. By the way, this is pretty much the layout of the raid, in case you can't tell. But remember the Throne of Tides with the Kraken? I mean, we aided Neptulon there, but he wasn't really challenging his rule or anything. These guys are a little harder to bring down than the ones from the raid. But then again, I'm at a point where I can easily take those guys down in the raid, as opposed to nowadays. Come on. Pulls enemies towards the center, dealing damage. No, 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 no. Elemental! Aid me! Ah! Aha! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out of this vortex! Let me out! Ah! Okay. Alright, I'm out. No! No! Ah! Quit trying to blow me off the side. Stop it. Alright.
I can't attack that.
That's right, you bow to his power. Of course, that's just empty over there now. Get to my wolves! Wind chill. Oh boy. I like how these are basically the bosses from the raid. that each do a different type of elemental attack on you. Oh boy, my health. I just noticed. Alright. He has submitted. The winds have blown in your favor this day, Farseer. I shall reconsider my allegiance to Thunderon. Alright, my wolves are about to be up. Let's do it. Get 'em, boys! Healing wave at 10 stacks. Toxic spores. What the? How dare you? Orc rage. Oops. There we go. You've impressed me with your vigor, and I trust that your faith in Thunderon is not misplaced. I shall grant my allegiance to his. Pledge your allegiance to the Windlord.
I see the Farseer has edified your allegiances in my direction. Good. Let me clear away any doubts still polluting your minds. I am the Windlord now. And all of you bluster about within my domain. But let us not leave this council with a whiff of foul air. Divided, we are scattered to the winds. But united, we are a cyclone of power. Let this council never dissipate again.
There's the legendary blade everyone tried to get back in vanilla.
Farseer, I will return you to the heart of Azeroth. Depart with my thanks. Once there, I shall present you with a gift to show my appreciation. May it serve you well.
I appreciate that, Thunderon.
The wind has whispered your name.
Now that the council is reunited, the plane of air shall flow as one again. I believe Windlord Thunderon has a reward waiting for you. Here! Behold! My new elemental mount. Which, by the way, is one of these mounts that actually can change based on what spec you're using. So this is how it looks when I am using enhancement. Let's now switch to elemental. Oh, hold on. Oops. Alright. Far see. There we go. Alright. Boop. Let's bring this bad boy over here. Alright, and look at that. I like that it takes on more of the fire elemental when you are using the elemental. Very nice. Alright, and next we will look at Resto. Of course, looks more like it's embracing the element of water. Very appropriate. This is something that I was happy about, that the specs are embracing each of the different elementals when it comes to the appearance of the mount. That it makes sense that if you're going to have Resto, it looks like water. If you're using enhancement, it looks like wind. If you're using elemental, it looks like fire. Earth probably would not work in that regard, considering the nature of the mount, especially because it can fly. But this is something I really like, that it showcases different. Because otherwise, I would ask that we could be able to acquire a different version of the mounts that embraces each of the different elements. But this is really appropriate. I really like how they did this. Alright, so now we'll go back to enhancements. And so now, any other shaman characters I have will be able to actually use this mount. I like that because the spec, it shows the different element that you are calling for based on your spec. So in that case just now, it was the wind, as opposed to when it was Resto, it looked like I was using the power of water to summon it. So I very much like how they handled this. I still remember when they revealed this mount at BlizzCon, everyone was like, whoa, that's awesome! It's been a long time coming. I'm really happy I was finally able to acquire this mount. Alright, so a little shorter in comparison to some of the other Class Hall mount quests. And I pretty much have all the ones I want now, except for Rogue. I'm more likely never doing that one. That quest is insane. Plus, I don't like the mount for that. But now that we have done the follower quest and the mount quest for the Broken Shore, pretty much the next step here in terms of the story is doing the Cathedral of Eternal Night dungeon, and then the Tomb of Sargeras to take on Kill Jaden. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting to try and do. By the way, I love the buff you get when you get here into the Maelstrom. Get to the elements where your movement speed is increased, but look at this. You're surging with the power of each of the different elements, like in each hand. Like throughout your body. It's just awesome. It's just awesome. Alright, I will see you guys, hopefully, in the dungeon. Stay tuned.